city is ready at Acrisure Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Warren. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He takes off.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. A run up the middle with Warren. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
First down for Aaron. He's got it at the 7. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Steelers first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
From the gun, Rodgers. He's zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. That penalty is declined.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart, he elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on third and short.
Still third down.
So after the 5 yards walked off, it is third down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
12 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And he'll get this up to the 44. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
They face second down and 7. From the gun, Josh Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll work forward for a couple. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook.
James Cook, the ball carrier.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return. How good is that? Backs them up all the way to the 2. The Steelers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. It's Warren to start the drive. You are hoping your running back can do something to give you space. And, Greg, they got the absolute opposite. Instead, it is a safety.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. That's all they're trying to do is give themselves some breathing room and get their quarterback out of the end zone on this next snap. But instead, the defense is all over it. They get in the backfield for the tackle for loss, and it leads to the safety.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. That's taken at about the 14, and he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. The Bills' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 22
They get 22 yards there. Good for a Bills 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. That one's down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
They'll set up the screen to Cook.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's got Homer. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 50. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Buffalo.
First down, Buffalo.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That's the four-time All-Pro T.J. Watt getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Now Allen facing third and long. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Raiders' kick is good. And the Bills will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Raider now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Williams now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Remember, they were operating with a 5-point lead the last time they had it, but now, after the safety and a field goal on the other end, we're back to a tie game, and they'll start over 1st and 10. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and taken in by Fireman. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And the Steelers, first down. 1st and
1 quarter in the books. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run with 1. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Brought him down. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 30-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. From the shotgun, it's Aaron. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
3 yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. 5 times, 8 Pro Bowler. That's Joey Bosa in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Oswell's kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Return, here comes Davis. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Allen. He's got his man, and that's Kincaid. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bills first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Bills first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, here's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. That was broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 19 yards.
Second time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
1st and 10.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step.
Now Cook loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get back on it, but it will go down as a loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Man in motion is Coleman. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Bills first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5.
18 more yards.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. To the goal line and in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Bills. Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will up it to a 2-point lead. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, it's Williams. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. up at the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. He'll find his man. Then still on it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Warren. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
13 yards on the
Pick up there of 13. That's a Steeler first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. From the gun, Rodgers. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Automatic first down.
So the penalty sets up this offense for 1st and goal. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Jalen Warren, touchdown Steelers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Steelers will up the lead to 5.
Steelers 17, Bills 12.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. the ground. It's Cook to start this drive. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. In motion, Shakir. Allen now on 2nd down. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 6. From the gun, here is Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
4th down.
Here's Mitch Wisnowski now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. To return is Williams. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Now Rodgers. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing Rodgers. The pressure too much and he goes down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still 2nd down.
Here's Rodgers. A throw on the move is caught. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. This is 3rd and 6. Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one.
Chris Boswell to kick
Third
off
quarter
for
set
Pittsburgh.
to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Samuel, going to see what he can do. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Here's Cook. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 14.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Once again, it's Cook. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 22.
What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
There's two elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them align. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Injured player on the field, and that indeed is Josh Allen. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Trubisky. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
In motion, Shakir. Trubisky to throw. That's over the middle. Let's take it in. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Bills.
A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Buffalo.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, You've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. I mean, how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Hook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. He'll dump this out wide to Gainwell. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That's into the hands of his receiver, Skoranek. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22
The
yards.
defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They run out of the gun with Warren. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
3rd down
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
That's good for a
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Catch made, right side by Wilson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 20.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he will score! Jalen Warren, touchdown Steelers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
The shotgun, it's Aaron. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Samuel, going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll start out first down and 10. On first and 10, it's Cook, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Weed.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. To throw, it's Rodgers. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jalen Warren, touchdown Pittsburgh. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Bills 18.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
First down for Aaron. And he finds his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Rodgers. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's got it. It's a touchdown. There is a marker down, but it looked like the defense was offside. Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Steelers tack on one more to their lead.
Steelers 37, Bills 18.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Samuel going to see what he can do. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of.
Yep. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's second down.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
In middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
He gets this complete to Shakir. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
James Cook, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing again, it's Allen. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. To throw again. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Rodgers on first down. He finds Austin with the grab. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. We see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
A gain of a yard.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A first down throw from Rodgers. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Bills 18.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Still second down.
In motion, Shakir. To the air. On second down, here's Allen. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Bills first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
To the air once more is Allen. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. It's out. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
7-yard gain.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a designed run. It's Allen. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3.
Down in the red zone, designed quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give him credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills are able to cut into the deficit.
Bills 25.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A run with Gainwell. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up third and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And they will finally run him down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
6-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 9. They'll run the draw with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
A 54-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
25.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Going to give it to Cook. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Buffalo.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to
and he's into the end zone. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown, Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
They'll try it with Cook. And he's going to get the 2-point conversion there. So bring it down to a 14-point deficit.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation, use as much clock as possible, up a couple of scores as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, Gainwell, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Check this down to Gainwell out of the backfield. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. Talk things over before third down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit, and give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Gainwell. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Terrel Bernard on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.